Try not only in Tulsa but around the country. So I actually went to Salt Lake City this year, and what I didn't know, like the native people of Salt Lake City are Mormons. Oh, before I finish this, are there any Mormons in here tonight? Let's not kid ourselves. It's like past 6 o'clock; they're all asleep. So ended up like downloading this, and I don't know a lot about Mormons. And a lot of the profiles there said like LDS. And I was like, oh, that must stand for like let's do sex. I was like, this is I like this place. So I ended up like swiping right on some and matching, and like a girl like matched with me, and like she had like the Book of Mormon in her hands, and I was like, oh, Mormon in the streets, freak in the sheets. So I was like, so you're all about like the let's do sex thing, right? And she was like, no, this stands for Latter-day Saints. I was like, oh, what's that? And then I just like got really ignorant, and then she like unmatched me. But no, I had a date off of Tinder this summer. It was pretty cool. We got ice cream, and the first question she asked me, like after like asking like, so how old are you? I was like 20. And then she's like, oh, okay. So if we were to have a child and they might be born with Down syndrome, what would you do? And I just said like, well, it means your body, your choice, but I really just want to finish this orange sherbet. Yeah. Tinder's a really horrible place. A lot of times I match with people, match with women. They always ask me for like credit card numbers. And I'm always worried because I'm like, why do you need my credit card number? And they're just like, oh, just to make sure things are safe. And I'm like, for who? Like, my credit's not safe with you knowing my information. No, but actually this is like my open mic, so I should do stand-up comedy. Just thought of that joke. But no, yeah, Tinder was also really interesting because I met a girl once and she like asked me, she was like, hey, do you like role play? I was like, no, I've never done it, but sure, why not? Let's try it. And like her first like question after that was, so have you ever seen the movie Roots? I was like, yeah, it's a great movie. And like the thing is, I'm expecting like we're gonna have like, I don't know, like a kizzy thing, and like I'm like we're both slaves. No, she's like white, so I was like, okay, so where's this going? And she's like, I mean, I don't want to sound weird. Really? This is what you don't want to sound weird? And she was like, well, I was just wondering, can I like use a whip and then call you nigger? And I just didn't message back. I was like, no, of course not. Then like 12 o'clock midnight came and I like messaged back like, so like, what are you up to tonight? She ended up unmatching me. No, every time I match with someone on Tinder, it just always goes horrible. The last lady I matched with, like, I think her name is like pronounced Rafa or Ralpha. I should have never told you that, because now if you ever meet her, you're gonna be like, oh! But no, we ended up like matching together. I'm confused. Is like the red, does that mean like I'm done, or is it like flashing? Because I wasn't here for like the pre-deal. So I can keep going?
Just for a few more seconds.
Okay, so then I ended up making with Rafa. She's African, and I was like, oh, I've always wanted to go to Africa, but the thing is, like, I was so scared, and I was like, but I don't want to go to any African countries that actually like in the middle of a civil war. And then she unmatched me because I think her country was a part of the Civil War. All right, thank you.